Well, we're down in the engine room. No, I mean the furnace room in our house. This is the furnace. It's an oil, well, there's an oil burner here. And it heats hot water that gets sent through the house to the radiators. But we're down here to turn on the compressor. Actually, I just already did turn on the compressor. I have a, I don't know, it's a 2.5 horsepower 2-cylinder compressor down here, and it's kind of heavy. I don't really like to carry it up. I've never carried it up to the 3rd floor. So what I have here, as you can see, is a hose coming out of the room and going up the stairwell. I've got my camera on a monopod, which I'm hoping is going to make it a little less shaky, although it looks like it's pretty shaky anyway. This is the stairway going up. Sorry about this. In any case, you can see the hose comes up there along the side and goes all the way up to the 3rd floor. So we'll go up there and I'll show you what we're going to do with it. So we'll follow the hose into the other room here, through the door. So there we are. Oh, there it is. A pneumatic nailer. We're going to nail these boards down, these wooden strips down with the nailer. So I will put you up on a tripod and you can watch me put a few nails in, then the rest I'll do and bring you back later then. There's a kind of funny story about the way I got that compressor, by the way. I was in the hospital 10 years ago, 2004. I was in the hospital getting a hip replacement, and Karin, for some reason, well, I had mentioned I wanted to buy a new compressor. I had a very old one, and it was damaged, and I was afraid to use it anymore, so I wanted to buy a new one. And she was looking on the internet, and I mean on eBay, and it turned out that there was one offered at about half the new price. She checked the new price of it, and it was at half the new price. It said it was like new condition, and it was only 20 kilometers, 12 miles from where we lived. So she called the guy. It turned out to be an American who said he bought it thinking he needed it to blow up the inflatable swimming pool for his kids. And of course, it blew it up all right. But in any case, Karin drove over, paid him, I think, 250 euros or something for it. Got a real good price on it, and I've used it for the last 10 years for everything imaginable except blowing up inflatable swimming pools. Okay, let you get you around here towards the window. That makes the lighting better in here anyway, and a little more room. This is not working well. Oh, that's better. I have to go in this way then. I'm out of hose. I need to put an extension hose on this. I started to tack some of these in, and then I realized that I had forgotten something. This kind of pneumatic device, this nailer, needs to be oiled. It has to have an oiler attached to it. Rather than getting an oiler for each one of my pieces of equipment that needs oil, I got a little oiler, an inline oiler. I think you can see it here all right. And I just put couplings on both ends. It's filled with oil, and it has an adjustment screw to adjust the amount of oil that goes in. Coupling at both ends in a short piece of hose, and that way I can connect it to here for instance to the nailer or to my impact wrench, because I don't want to have oil coming from my compressor directly. I often use the compressor for blowing out things and inflating swimming pools for the kids. No, I just don't want to have oil in the line all the time, so I do it this way. Okay, we'll nail a few of these or some of this strip down. Let's see here. That should give you a relatively good view there. Yeah. All right. Side on these. Okay, that one's okay. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Okay, so when I finish up here a little bit more, I'll bring you back. Well, it's now Saturday, the 2nd of August 2014. I wanted to finish up this room yesterday, but I realized that the lawn front and back needed mowing, so I did that. They're talking about thunder showers today again, although the sun is shining at the moment. I didn't want to take a chance on it. But I finished up in this room now with the molding. You can see it here. And I put the rest of the, I put the covers on the radiator feet. There. So molding goes on all 4 walls now. It's a little tricky because, and not perfect, because the floor is a little low in certain areas, and of course the wood isn't that flexible. You can't really bend it to fit that close, but it looks fine. And as I think I said, in this room at least, most of the wall is going to be covered by cabinets anyhow, so it won't be directly visible, but we want to have it finished and have it nice. Okay, now I'm going to go back and put this light socket in. Oops, there it is. I'll put this, yeah, electric socket, I mean, and I'm going to show you a cute little tool that I like to use when I'm doing something like that. I'll be back with you in a minute. There's a four-wheeler going by. You can always tell by the loud tires. Okay, this is a handy little tool if you're going to do electric wiring. Excuse me. Here it is right here. I don't know if you can see. Well, I'll get out here, I guess. Here you ought to be able to see it. It's just a little stick with a pocket clip on it. When you hold it near a hot electric circuit, it glows red, as you can see. So I always check the circuit first when the current is on, and then when I turn the current off, I check it again to make sure it really is off. We have 16 fuses up on this floor, and so I'm going to make sure that I get the right one switched off. The nice thing about this little gadget is that you don't have to touch the wires. See, there's the current's off now. I can take it apart, connect up the socket. You don't have to touch the wires directly. You just have to bring it close to them. Okay, I'll bring it back when I've got the socket in place. So there we have it. Check now to make sure that we have electricity. If I can find the tester. Oh yeah, here it is. So now, in this case, we just stick it into one of the holes here, and we see that we have current. You can also determine which is the hot side by just putting the tip into the pole. Of course, this is all for German sockets. They're different, but these things are available in America too, and in England. Okay, we're done in this room. We've got everything finished. We've got, well, everything but the ceiling light. But we're not going to worry about that. We don't have any lights right at the moment. We're going to have to buy some. We want to get something that's particularly useful here. It'll have to be a little bit more substantial, I think. Okay, so I'm going to move on to a few other rooms with the same kind of work. Karin's going to be oiling the floors, and I'll show you that when she gets around to it. See you in a little bit. The bells again. Karin just got done treating the beams in this room. With what's called burnt linseed oil. It's also spontaneously flammable. We're being careful. And the beams look really nice though. She's going to start doing the floors in the other room now.